for your party, this is bad news. Bad news because given your already low seat projection, a consolidation of anti-BJP forces is the last thing that you would have liked, Smriti. So the non-BJP parties have become stronger. The Congress will look to assiduously kind of woo these parties if they hope to form an anti-BJP alliance by raising the secularism banner. So the point is this: if the Congress party raises the secularism banner this time, then it is more likely to succeed with this formation than it would have earlier. So we are in a strange situation. I want to go back to my panel. Smriti, I'll come back to you. This means we are heading towards a very, very unstable political situation. Yashwant Deshmukh is from Sea Voter, the chief editor of Sea Voter. He's back. Yashwant, is that correct?
We are just like we are heading towards the 96 and 99 period where the basic boogie of being anti-Congress or anti-BJP is very much aligned. Parties are confused, or they like themselves to be confused. Those who are on anti-Congress alignment, they are picking up the issue of the secularism. Those who are on anti-BJP alignment, they are picking up the issue of the governance. Until and unless the problem of the alliance is sorted out, we are entering the phase of 96 to 99 once again.
No, but because with the JDU leaving the BJP left making gains. JDU leaving BJP, left making gains, Samajwadi Party getting 33.
I have a question for Smriti Irani.
It becomes more difficult to form the government.
Yes, that's why I think the role of left party is going to be very important because there is upsurge. See, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, they are not stakeholders in terms of becoming Prime Minister. So they want to have a face-saving device.
True.
And in post-Manmohan Singh era, left party and Congress will come together, a kind of tacit understanding, and left parties will organize.
So we are looking at 96.
Mulayam Singh Yadav, RJD and several other formations.
I want to ask Smriti Irani a question.
Put together about 127, and the Congress may support such a formation. And Congress will
back to 96.
No, I'm back up. So one second. Are we looking at a situation where we have not just a khichdi, but you know, I don't want to be, you know, but we have an overcooked khichdi. We have a khichdi with far more medleys and elements and constituents.
Yes. We are looking at a period of prolonged political uncertainty.
You're sure about that?
And I am very glad that we have a wise man sitting in Rashtrapati Bhavan who is well aware of constitutional precedents, and I think he will play a very important role in guiding the formation of the next government.
Yeah. So he wants to ask a question to Smriti.
Yes, both to Smriti Irani to
Smriti,
Jay
question
Panda.
from Vinod Mehta to you.
Both to Smriti Irani and Jay Panda, that I think all of us agree that the Congress is very unpopular in the country and people are very angry with the Congress. The question is, who has benefited from that?
Yeah.
Why isn't the BJP showing better results? Why isn't this is possibly the most unpopular government that you've had for, I don't know, 30, 40 years. Yeah. Corruption, you name it, they've got. But why isn't the BJP able to capitalize on the unpopularity of the Congress, which none of us disagree that it's a very unpopular, very bad, very corrupt government?
May I?
Smriti, the question is to you. Everyone's asking the BJP the same question. That here you have a situation where
I heard the question being referred to both.
In the last 15 years. Everyone's asking the BJP one question. Either your footprint is not strong, your candidate's wrong, or something's wrong.
Arnab, I heard the question being referred to both me and Mr. Panda, and hence I sought your permission before I spoke. 3-4 things that I'd like to highlight here. I can understand Mr. Mehta expressing his angst after conclusive results come post the elections for the forthcoming Lok Sabha. I think that one needs to understand one thing. I saw many a panelist on your channel today who began with a caveat for expressing whatever they wanted to express with regards to the survey that you gave. I come here with no caveat, but at the same time, I do not subscribe to the fact that you curtail us to a specific figure. And I'll give you only 2-3 examples as to why I make that contention. Firstly, you gave us only 1 seat in Uttarakhand and gave 4 to the Congress party, not taking into the not taking into consideration the absolute mess they made about handling the Uttarakhand tragedy. Please understand that after the assembly election, the Chief Minister's son himself lost a by-election in the
Yeah. Anyway.
Let me then stand corrected.
Impact on the overall
Looking at the numbers that you give me, allow me to finish. Allow me. No, I'm sure that if I start addressing each and every state, then you will see a substantiative increase in the numbers that you speak of. I think what also needs to be said here is that Mr. Mehta is speaking about why we are not taking advantage of the anti-Congress wave in the country. Let me assure Mr. Mehta that through our efforts in our organization, we are ensuring that we increase our voter base. I heard a caveat about the South Goa Lok Sabha seat as to whether we will win it or not. As the in charge of Goa, let me assure you that that is another seat that will be in the BJP kitty. But let me reiterate again that since good governance is one of the
overall strategy.
issues on the
Question is
overall strategy, Arnab,
let's get a reply from Jay
in the cacophony,
Uttarakhand is a state with
allow
5
me
seats.
to finish.
Goa is a state with 2 seats. If you
We
can't
have
find
not
mistakes in the other states, then these are minor mistakes that you're looking at, and it's not going to substantially increase your tally.
Please allow me to finish my answer. If you want, you had an assertion by the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister with regards to how many seats he is foreseeing with regards to the Lok Sabha elections. In terms of Gujarat, you give us 21. I look at all 26 seats. So like I said, I can go by state, but I see that you've done that since 7 o'clock. And hence, let me restrict myself to one other assertion that this particular survey makes is that good governance is of prime most importance to the people of this country.
I want to discuss a bigger, broader point. That even if
good governance is what
three important
good
parties
governance
together,
is what we are going to the polls with, Arnab.
Let's address the larger point, Smriti. Let's steer the discussion towards the larger point, which the people of this country would like to have your take on and everyone's take on.
With regards to good governance.
One second, Smriti. You know, we can discuss. You and I can
addressing
discuss
the good governance issue that the people in your survey
have. And you can say you're completely wrong on both. Even if I concede, the bigger question I'm going to ask
we can discuss Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh,
Derek, I want you back on this
Rajasthan, we can do that.
You see, there's a troika of, if it happens, Mamta, Maya, Jaya. That's 79 seats. Okay? And you add to that Biju Janata Dal, 12 seats, 91. Yeah. Right? And then you add to that a few other parties. You're going to have 4 or 5 leaders who have more than 100 seats. My question to Derek O'Brien is simply this. And Derek, you know what? Be candid with me today. Will these leaders say, at a time when the national parties are going to be at their weakest, will these leaders say, you know what? Our responsibility is in the states. We want you to rule in Delhi. You may be decimated. You may be nowhere close to what you were. But we, the regional leaders of India, will allow you to run Delhi, and we will back you from the outside. I have a sense that that logic will change in 2014. Derek and Jay, let me get your views on it. First, Derek.
Okay. Firstly, the C voter poll was conducted before the Panchayat elections in Bengal, so the left will not get anywhere next to where you predicted, but that is, I don't want to argue about that because that's a reality, and the poll was conducted in early July, so no problem.
Picture, Derek.
National picture is this. There is my friend Jai Panda sitting on your program from the Biju Janata Dal. There is Mr. Verma from the JDU, and there are a whole lot of others who are not on your program from the different parties. Here we go. You need somebody to take this engine and lead it. Mamta Banerjee will take this, and the group of regional parties sending out an appeal not only today but from 1 week or 10 days or 1 month ago saying, hello, we must get together and run.
That's big, Derek.
Government.
That's big. You're saying one thing. That's big. You're saying that Mamta Banerjee is willing to take leadership.
Let me finish.
Don't paraphrase a regional alliance.
Although don't paraphrase.
Are you saying that, Derek? That's big. That's breaking news on our poll projection
program. That's exactly what let me say what has come on your program. After 3 months I've come on your show. After 3 months I've come on your show. Give me 1 minute. Here is what I'm telling you. this government, number one, this UPA government has to go. I'm not getting into the numbers. You are talking about 130. First, let them reach a century. But we won't get into the numbers. Number two, main issue. The regional parties need to go get together. What Jay is talking about, good governance, absolutely. It cannot be on an anti-platform. It has to be on a pro-platform. And you need someone to take the lead to get this thing going. Mamta Di has already done that. She is a leader who's never craved for a chair. For her, it's more important about struggle and people.
Derek, both Smriti and Rita Bahuguna Joshi want to respond to you. I have 20 minutes on this debate. You must allow me to get a response from the national party. What I'm sensing here today is before, as this result is coming out,
I'll give you another news point.
A new buoyancy.
I'll give you another news point.
A new aggression. A new aggression in the language of the regional parties.
Another news point.
One second,
another news point. Take my other news point.
Rita Bahuguna Joshi and Smriti Irani, I'm going to
another news point.
Go on. Go on.
One more news point for you. One more news point for you. Let it be said here and now, because today the Panchayat elections are over. We, Trinamool Congress, will fight these Bengal elections in the Lok Sabha, not with the Congress, certainly not with the CPIM and not with the BJP. We are on our own. We are fighting those elections, and after that we are calling all the regional parties together to get set, go.
Okay, that's a big declaration. Get set, go for federal parties. Mamta wants to take a lead. Rita Bahuguna Joshi, yes, please.
Can I come in, please?
Yes.
Yeah, I see they are so excited about Trinamool's victory in local bodies. In UP, Mayawati had won all the local bodies and she lost the elections. Before that, Samajwadi had won all the local bodies. The local body election, and he lost the general elections. Local body elections always go with the ruling party because it's manipulated. So please do not try to impress us with your victory in
what
that.
Are you saying?
But I do agree. I do agree.
You are insulting the people of Bengal.
The region.
Do not insult the people of Bengal, Miss Rita
I've listened enough. Everybody is attacking the Congress party. Must give me 30 seconds.
You will not
Please give me 30 seconds to respond.
How dare you?
You speak when your turn comes. Please, you speak when your turn comes.
They voted today.
I did not intervene when you were talking.
No, you be gracious.
So what I was saying is,
you be gracious. You be gracious.
I'm going to play
an
important role in the coming Lok Sabha election. But please go by the fact that besides their regional commitments, most of them have committed themselves to a secular outfit, to a secular government in the center. They have all said in their turns that they cannot and they will not support a party which does not have a secular image. Now, as far as Congress is concerned,
all I'm saying, Ms. Joshi, I'm not trying to play the role of a provocative agent. All I'm saying is please understand one thing. You're not going to have a field day. This is 2014, will not be 2009.
Was not easy.
They will not, they as in the regional parties will not walk over and give you that space.
You speak when it comes to
That's all that I'm suggesting as a possibility. That's all I'm saying, Ms. Joshi. I seek your indulgence again. Jay Panda, will the regional parties want to, like Biju Patnaik did many years back, want a say? Smriti, hear from the regional parties, they are not willing to let you lead without questioning. They are not willing to let the Congress and BJP lead. They are wanting a stake. You will have to do business with them. Let's get Jay Panda. He seems to be amused by this discussion. 1 second, Ms. Joshi, 1 minute. Ms. Joshi, 1 minute. Ms. Joshi, 1 minute. Let's get Ms. Joshi back.
Let me answer that in a minute. But first. Did you want me to answer?
Yes, but Ms. Joshi, I understand, Ms. Joshi. Let's just hear from Jay Panda, please. Jay Panda.
Arnab, I'll answer that question, but just give me half a minute to answer something that was asked a little bit earlier by Mr. Vinod Mehta, which is, why is the BJP not gaining from the obvious setback of the Congress? And very quickly, I want to say, the BJP is talking about governance. But the fact is, apart from what governance they have shown in Gujarat and some other states, the regional parties have also shown governance on equal measure. So that's not unique to them. And the Congress keeps talking about secularism. Apart from the fact that they are misusing the term secularism, they themselves are facing allegations in their past of not being secular. The fact is, none of the regional parties have any weaknesses on this front vis-a-vis the Congress. So obviously, the regional parties are gaining. Now to your question, Look, the BJP has taken 9 years to decide who its leadership is going to be. Now, after 9 years in government, the Congress is still struggling to decide who its next leadership is going to be. Will you not give this fledgling sort of idea of regional parties coming together, won't you give them 9 months to come up with a democratically decided leadership?